Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to Whitefield Toastmasters Club meeting number 178. Thank you, sir. Today I am today I am going to be your sergeant at arms for 2 days for 2 days meeting. Now I will start with the mission of mission of Toastmasters, and I would like everyone to repeat after me. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills that results in greater self confidence and personal growth. Thanks for that. Now I will pass on the stage to Toastmaster Pooja. Thanks.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Before we begin, I have 3 housekeeping items to announce. first, please turn on your mobile phones or set them to silent. Let me give you everyone 5 seconds to do that. Second, don't interrupt while someone is speaking on stage or make any movement that can distract them. Third, please refrain from using taboo topic like sex, religion and politics. And last but most important, support the speaker with your warm smile and claps. For everyone's benefit, the restroom are on the ground floor to the left side, and drinking water is in the corridor and inside, and this meeting will be recorded and uploaded on YouTube. If you don't want to be recorded, just let us know and we will stop recording while you are on stage. So now I would like you all to give warm welcome to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Karthik.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Great.
Thank you. I like the energy. Let's keep going. So I first like to invite the guest who has come for the first time or second time or third time to introduce themselves. Also to talk about what brings us to the Toastmaster meeting this Sunday and what they like to have or want to develop in that. Anybody who wants to go first? Yes, please. Please use this mic. This is just for recording purpose, but you have to speak louder for others. It's just for recording.
Okay, one request, if I cannot be recorded.
It's fine. You can remain seated and you can talk. No issues.
Yeah.
Fine. No issues.
Hi everybody, I'm Diksha Sharma. I'm from Delhi, and I've been in Bangalore for an year and a half. I work here as a software engineer in Visa. So what brings me to Toastmasters is that I have always been told that I'm someone who has a lot of thoughts but finds it difficult to get the right words to express herself. So I just hope that being here, I'm able to get that confidence and do justice to what all I have in my mind and to convey my thoughts to everyone. Secondly, I have been told by my office seniors that I may not get a promotion till I improve my communication skills. So yeah, so that's what brings me here.
Thank you, Diksha. See, I would like to say, the Whitefield Toastmaster, this forum is all about personal growth and confidence. Communication comes as part and parcel of the journey. Whether you want to go for your public speaking skills or personal mastery, or you want to get into something, it has all to offer. It's all like what you want to take or you opt from it. You have to just get aligned to that. That's all about it. Any other guests who want to introduce themselves, please, sir.
So, hello everyone.
Hello.
This is Shah Rukh Khan. So, I am from Tamil Nadu.
So I work as a software engineer at Boeing. So what brings me here is I wanted to improve my communication skill, public speaking, soft skills, those things as well. So I'm looking for and exploring everything. So this is my first time. I'm being in Bangalore nearly 2 years. So just started it. Looking forward to see you all.
Sure. Thank you to have you here today.
Good morning, everybody. So my name is Mani. So I am from Andhra. I am working as an analog designer in Micron. So my area of interest is 2 points. One is public speaking skills only, like leadership, that kind of stuff. Second is how to articulate the thoughts in a better way. So I might be having a lot of thoughts, but I wanted to present in a way that, so in an impactful manner. That's what I am currently there on top of my mind. So I just wanted to explore. I searched in Google, so it came on the top list. So yeah.
Sure. Thank you, Mani. So table topic is all about articulation and speaking and thinking on the spot. Thank you. Thank you to have.
Thank you.
Any other guests who want to introduce themselves? Yes. Please.
Yeah, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Sandeep Kumar. I am from Patna, Bihar. Yesterday I was actually traveling in the train, so I was googling about Toastmasters here, and I just came here. And I want to grow my leadership skills and communication skills as well as public speaking skills. So actually I am working in a IT field as a software engineer, and I want to grow myself actually in terms of leadership skill and all that.
Sure. Thank you, Sandeep. We are welcome.
Thank you.
Happy to have you. Any other guests we missed? Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. I am Sukrita Raj. This is my second session. I was here last week. It was a great session last week, so that wanted me to come to this week also. So I want to improve my communication skills and build up my confidence, and I believe Toastmasters is a great platform for that. So looking forward to this session. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you to have you again. So with that, I open the meeting number 178. Open. So for the next segment, we require AMC, or we call it T-Mod, or Toastmaster of the Day. So I really can't find the T-Mod here. He's missing. I don't know where he is gone. Meeting has to start. I don't know where is here. T-Mod, are you here? T-Mod? Yes. Please welcome Toastmaster Nitish. पीओ आएगा नहीं तो जाएगा कहाँ? Over to you, Toastmaster Nitish.
Thank you so much. रीडर, तुम मुझे वहाँ ढूंढ रहे हो और मैं तुम्हारा यहाँ इंतज़ार कर रहा हूँ. You are searching me there, and I have been searching you all the way here. सोनिया, डॉन का इंतज़ार तो 11 मुल्कों की पुलिस कर ली, लेकिन सोनिया, डॉन को पकड़ना मुश्किल नहीं, नामुमकिन है. Police of 11 countries searching for a dawn, but to catch a dawn, it's not difficult, it's impossible. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests, wonderful ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Toastmasters and guests. How are you doing today?
Great.
Doesn't look like so. How are you doing today?
Great.
Is it? How are you doing today?
Great.
So today, on the behalf of Whitefield Toastmaster Club, I warmly welcome all of you for this wonderful meeting of Whitefield Toastmaster Club. And today, we have a very special theme today. Any guess? Movies. Today we have a wonderful theme of camera light, action, and Toastmasters. So let's warm up together. When I say camera, you say lights. When I say lights, you say Toastmasters or actions. Okay, all set? Let's say go.
Yes.
Lights,
Camera.
camera.
Action.
One more time. Lights,
Camera.
camera.
Toastmasters.
Woo! So let's have a huge round of applause for this wonderful gathering. So as we move on, this theme reminds me the world famous William Shakespeare's quote. The entire world is a stage and all the men and women are actors and actresses. So today, let's make that cinematic twist in today's meeting. So today, the speakers are not speakers. The speakers are hero. And this hall is a movie set. The evaluators are not evaluators, but evaluators are the critics. And all the role players are not role players, but they are the crew of this blockbuster. And last but not least, how about the audience?
Audience or audience?
Audience are the most important part of this blockbuster show. So let's a huge round of applause for the audience. So now, as we move on, how many of you, let me ask you one question. How many of you are movie lovers? All of you? Except I think last one. Isn't it? I think she's more interested to become an actress. So now, let's have a quick fun exercise. Are you ready, guys?
Yes.
Doesn't look like so. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, I will explain what this exercise is. So you have to mimic your favorite dialogue or your favorite movie character dialogue, and also you have to tell which movie title reflects your own story. So how many of you think you are the hero of your own story? Everyone, right? Or how many of you think you are the villain? I don't think so. You. So let's have a huge round of applause this wonderful whole. So it's a quick fun exercise. I would like to give a quick demo for you, okay? How it goes. So my favorite dialogue. Are you ready, guys?
Yes.
Okay, then let's start. 3, 2, 1, someone. Cut. Camera. Mangala Srini party ante politician, police, music party, Pushpa Raj. Jhukega nahi sala. So that is my favorite movie dialogue, and the movie is
Pushpa.
Yes. So let's have some superstars from the audience who would like to go first. No one? No one has a favorite movie dialogue? That movie title reflects their own stories. Anyone? No one? Oh. Yes, yeah, please.
So it's a
You can
Tamil
stand,
dialogue.
yeah.
It's a Tamil dialogue. It comes from the movie Villa, adaptation made much later. Delivered by superstar Ajit Kumar. Somebody said that from P and so they might follow. It says, என் வாழ்க்கையோட ஒவ்வொரு நொடியும் நானா செதுக்குனதுடா. Every moment of my life has been architected and scripted by me. Is the style with which the Don actually declares. That is my favorite dialogue.
Movie title that reflects.
Yeah.
Villa. Let's have a huge round of applause. Anyone else? Yes, sir.
I remember the scene in 786, Amitabh Bachchan. जैसे रिश्ते में तो हम आपके बाप लगते हैं.
Accepted. Movie title. Oh, let's have a huge round of applause. Yes. Yeah, madam. Yeah. Quickly, actually. Yeah. Movie title. Basha. Let's have a huge round of applause. So guys, let's try to act in that character. Who'd like to go here? Yes, madam.
I'm also this way. I like movies that are positive, and very slow and that way. So there's this movie called Shawshank Redemption. In don't think, never dies.
Let's have a huge round of applause. Okay. Toastmaster Abhishek.
So this is from one of my.
Before that, you have to act. You have to act.
Yeah, so I'm just giving the background. So this is from one of my favorite actors, Nawazuddin Siddiqui, based out of real event, a movie based out of real event called Manji. जब तक तोड़ेगा नहीं, तब तक छोड़ेगा नहीं.
Let's have a huge round of applause. Anyone? Or okay, let's have a huge round of applause for all the volunteers. With full energy, guys. Let's have a huge round of applause. Okay. So let's today make this session not just like a regular session or regular meeting. Let's make this meeting a wonderful blockbuster show. Are you ready, guys?
Yes.
Boys and girls,
Yes.
Toastmasters and guests,
Yes.
Devi or Sajjano. Okay. As we move on, so now it's time to call upon stage. Before that, as a Toastmaster of the day, it's my duty to introduce the structure of the meeting. So we see new members, guests, and other audience. So the structure of the Toastmaster meeting is, first is a prepared speech. The session is divided in three categories: prepared speech, second is a impromptu speech, we call it table topic session, and third is a evaluation. So if we can relate this, all those things with the movie production, how we can relate this, guys? So all the movies start with the story, right? All the movies start with the crew. All the movies starts with the preparation, stories, rehearsals, cuts and retakes. So that reflects the prepared speech session of today's meeting. Our speakers as a hero, they already prepared their speeches in the background and they will come here as a hero and deliver their speech. So that become a movie for them. Next is impromptu. So many times, how many of you heard about that famous dialogue of Nana Patekar? "Aa gaye mere maut ka tamasha dekhne." So it was not scripted, it was impromptu. So that's the way we practice in this impromptu session of table topic. And the third will be the evaluation sessions. So our general evaluator and the tag team, they will help us to become a better hero and heroines of our own life. So with that, put your hand together, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Toastmasters and guests. So it's time to call upon stage a general evaluator with the tag team. And she's a very special person. Professionally, she works as a product manager at reputed firm. When I asked which movie title best reflect her life story, the answer is Simple Smile. And the name of the movie is Pursuit of Happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put a hand together and help me welcome a huge round of applause, Toastmaster Krishna nicely.
Got it. Oh, thank you. Good morning to the cast, crew, and audience for today's 2 hours runtime movie. I'm very, very excited to be here today as a general evaluator. Every great movie has a direction and a production crew that you're all aware of. We are here not to basically critique, but then to make every star, performer, actor who's coming here a better person for their sequel. So, as you all know, a director cannot succeed without a great team. I'm here to also introduce the behind-the-scenes crew that will make today's entire show award-worthy. So with that, I'll first like to introduce the timer of today's meeting, Toastmaster Anshul. I will not steal the thunder of the tag team by introducing the roles. However, I would like to still give an introduction. Anshul will be our timer, and when I asked him which movie title would best represent his life, he said, Waqt. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Light, camera, time. Good morning, all the fellow Toastmasters and the guests.
Good morning.
So, if today's meeting is a movie, then I will not be a lead actor in this movie, but lead editor, who is sitting in a corner along with a stopwatch and make sure every scene runs in a perfect time frame. So in today's meeting, I am making my own cameo appearance as a timer. Imagine, you are watching your favorite star movie, but your favorite star keep talking and talking and talking without any climax and conclusion. Most probably you will get frustrated and leave the theater before the end. Similarly, every great speech has a time limit, and a great speaker always respects their audience and their messages as well. So in today's meeting, I will make sure every speaker get a good time for their speeches. To ensure that, I will show the three colors in the meeting: green, yellow, red. Green color for the minimum time speech which is required as per the role. Yellow to start the wrap-up for the speech. Red for the cut. Post that, speaker will disqualify. So today's times are for the prepared speech 5 to 7 minutes. I will show the green color at 5 minutes, yellow at 6 and red at 7. For the table topic, the timing is 1 to 2 minutes. I will show the green color for 1 minute, 1.5. I will show yellow and I will show the red color at 2 minutes. Same for the evaluator, allotted time is 2 to 3 minutes. I will show the green at 2, yellow at 2.5 and red color at 3. Is there any question from the audience or any conclusion? Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Editor Anshul. Perfect pacing is very important to make sure that the audience are hooked till the last minute, and that is what our editor is going to help us do today. Without further ado, let me introduce the R counter for today's meeting, Toastmaster Sudarshan. And when I asked him what title would best describe his life, he said, KGF. Over to you, Toastmaster Sudarshan.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So the reason I told KJF is like I'm trying to mine the gold out of these Toastmaster sessions. Okay. Have you noticed like some of the movies become memorable just with a meaningful dialogue delivery? So just imagine a situation where you have a favorite actor or actress and they keep saying the filler words in between their dialogues. So you'll get bored of it, right? So the movie will not be interested anymore. So here as a R counter, I'll be listening carefully onto your speeches. Let it be like prepared speech or a table topics. So I'll be counting the filler words like are, like, you know, basically, actually, so, and any repeated words and long awkward pauses. So here the goal is not to criticize anyone, but to help ourselves to become more confident and polished speakers. Back to the Toastmasters. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudarshan. So let's minimize the bloopers throughout our session today. And the next member in our crew is the grammarian. Today's grammarian is Toastmaster Niveta. Dialogues are very, very important for any movie, and that's essentially what she will help us polish. When I asked her which movie describes her the best, she actually coined her own title saying Unpredictable. I'm sure all of us love those suspense-filled movies, and that's her life. Toastmaster Niveta.
Lights, camera, and grammar. I have the fun job today of listening in very carefully to some of those impeccable dialogue deliveries. So in essence, I'm going to be a Javed and Akhtar for the day. But that said, growing up, Ren and Martin were not just my tutors, but also my friends. So I was sort of born for this role. Let me see how well I do today. Every great film has one unforgettable cameo, a brief special appearance by someone very famous. Think of Stan Lee popping up in between Marvel movies, or a surprise star that just takes away the show and starts appearing in those trailers. They make the movie more important and more thrilling than the hero itself sometimes. So that's my word for the day for folks today. Cameo, a special appearance that really stands out. Now on to the technical reel. In cinema, continuity errors ruin a scene. A coffee cup that disappears in between or in between shots. In speeches, there are 3 things I'm going to look out for to make sure your language and delivery is perfect today. Starting with the subject and verb agreement. An example being, instead of saying I cannot able to attend, which is incorrect, you got to say I am not able to attend. Right? I did not took the basket is incorrect. I did not take the basket will be the right form. Right? So that's number 1. Number 2, in your dialogue delivery that I will be very keen and noticing today is your pronunciation, also called as enunciation. A quick example, there is a difference between saying the word confirm, which is to confirm your availability to someone, to conform, which is I adhere to the rules and regulations that's stipulated for the meeting. Those minor differences make a sea of change when you're actually delivering your dialogue. And finally, I'll also be giving special attention to those wonderful usage of words that you do and call it out at the end of the meeting today. So over to you folks for a wonderful performance and dialogue delivery. Thank you.
Thank you, Javed Akhtar. We are really looking forward to your report at the end of the meeting. So that's from the Office of General Evaluator. We will actually see how each of the scene unfolds today here, and we'll come back with our detailed report at the end of the meeting. With that, over to you, Toastmaster Nitish.
Thank you so much. So let's have a huge round of applause for that wonderful introduction of G and the top team. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Toastmasters and girls, how are you doing today? Great. Doesn't look like so. How are you doing today? Great. Okay, great. So, are you excited for the prepared speech sessions? Are you excited to see the real hero of today's meetings? Yes? No? Yes. So, before that, I have one quick story. One Bollywood famous star, he joined Toastmaster Club and he attempted his first speech. Are you willing to listen to that? Yes. एक बार मैंने कमिटमेंट कर दी तो मैं अपने आप की भी नहीं सुन पाऊँ. Anyone? And thus he crossed the time of his speech. And timer said, "Sir, you crossed the time." And the actor said, "That's the way I like because I work for overtime. And that give me more pay." So that's how. So let's keep that mind for the prepared speakers. Let's keep this in mind, not to cross the time, and let's have a huge energy for giving that speech. Okay, so it's time to call upon stage the first evaluator of today's meeting. He's working as an engineer. He's a techie in a tech company. And when I ask which movie title reflects his life story, and his answer is जब लाइफ हो आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल तो सीटी बजा के बोल. Anyone? 3 Idiots. So put your hand together and help me welcome with a huge round of applause evaluator number 1, Toastmaster Madhu. Okay, yeah. Toastmaster Vishnu Prasad, sorry, my bad. So guys, would you like to recognize among the 3 idiots what resemble Toastmaster Vishnu's?
Good morning everyone. Today I'll be taking the role of the speech evaluator and my target speaker is TM Madhu. His project is presentation mastery. And the specific purpose of his speech is to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. This is for the speaker to learn how to receive, process and apply constructive feedback. I wish my target speaker the best of luck, and I'll come up with my report at the end. Thank you.
So boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and guests, it's time to call up on stage the first speaker of today's, don't say meeting, today's blockbuster show. Are you ready, guys?
Yes.
So today's first speaker, he's a software developer at IBM. And when I ask which movie title reflects his life story, the answer is Beyond Fear. How many of you heard that? Dar ke aage jeet hai. Right? So put your hand together and help me welcome upon the stage the Jigarbaz, the courageous, none other than Toastmaster Madhu. Toastmaster.
Guys, imagine I offer you two choices. Option 1, 1 crore today. Option 2, 1 rupees today, but it doubles every day for next 30 days. How many of you would like to go with option 1? How many of you? Nobody? Everybody like to go with option 2? Then you are the winners, guys. There is no losers in this meeting then. Because that 1 rupee, which doubles every day, after 30 days, the value will be more than 53 crores. The lesson, the biggest results in life come from small actions we take consistently. I learned this the hard way. Few years back, right? Like when I was in school, college, and even my 4 years of corporate life, I lived with a fear that nobody has noticed. The fear of being judged. Whenever there was an opportunity to go on stage, I was quietly moving back to the last row. And whenever there was a chance to participate in sports, I would find an option not to participate. It wasn't that I didn't want to join, because I had fear of failure in front of others. But one day, like around 6 months ago, I started asking questions for myself. Why? Why I'm failing? Why I can't, instead of trying to change entire life, why can't I change one habit at a time, one small habit at a time? So I started focusing on one thing. I started playing badminton. When I say badminton, don't imagine the future champion, okay? I just started as a completely beginner from the scratch. While playing, right, in the initial days, the people were smashing, and I couldn't able to pick any of the. I used to miss every shot, and sometimes even when people were about to smash, I literally used to run out of court. People were laughing at me, but I didn't give up. I kept attending again, participating again and again. Week after weeks, months after months, I kept showing up. After 6 months, I was no longer a beginner, not even a mature level. I became intermediate. Now, I can easily compete with intermediate level folks. I can give a tough competition. It all happened because not I become talented overnight. Because of that small effort I put every day become compounded. Dear friends, I didn't become badminton player overnight. I put small effort again and again to overcome that limitations. Nobody, not only me, it's applicable for everybody.
The compounding is not only belongs to stocks or investment or bank balance, it's applicable for everywhere. Then the same thing happened for reading books as well. I started like, okay, let's change my life. Let's not focus on everything. Let's focus one at a time. The way how British people ruled us, right? The divide and conquer. I followed the same approach. Initially, I used to read around 40 to 50 pages in a single go, and I never used to come back again for months. Then I changed the approach. Let's divide that 30-40 pages into multiple pieces. So I opted for only 4 to 6 pages per day, but every day. I used to keep the book next to my bed. Before going to bed, I have to complete at least 4 to 6 pages per day and I have to sleep. That's where I made a small commitment that works. Then after, like, when I used to read 40 to 60 pages in a single go, even after 1 year, I couldn't able to complete single book. But when I changed the strategy, divide and conquer, within 6 months, I'm able to complete 3 books. That's the magic of compounding. Imagine the option I gave you in the beginning, 1 crore or 1 rupee today that doubles every day. Most people in the world actually go with option 1 crore today, because they underestimate the power of compounding. One workout doesn't transform your body, and one reading session doesn't transform your mind. But if you keep repeating and repeating over months, for sure, the results will be extraordinary. I invested my 1 rupee 6 months ago, and now I can see the returns. And tomorrow, it will continue to grow much higher than this. My final questions for you guys is, what is that 1 rupee habit you are going to start investing from today onwards? Thank you. Back to you.
So if you keep on taking the fear again and again, the fear disappears and the confidence starts reflecting. So that's what we have seen in the sensational and inspiration speech of Toastmaster Madhu. So let's have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Madhu for that wonderful speech. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and guests, are ready for the next sensational drama, sensational movie, and sensational dialogues. Okay. So it's time to call up on stage the evaluator number 2. He's another techie working in the city of Bangalore. The movie title, which reflects his life, when I asked this question to him, the answer is Dil hai ke manta nahi. How many of you seen this movie? Okay, so it's time to call up on stage the second evaluator for today's meeting, none other than Toastmaster Sudarshan. No. Correct, right?
Very good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
My target speaker, our hero, will be delivering his L1P2 speech. The purpose of the speech is to introduce vocal variety and the body language. As you all know, local language and vocal variety are among the most powerful tools for succeeding as a public speaker. They will transform a speech from being merely heard to being truly remembered. We are all here to support and encourage our hero. I wish him all the best for the speech.
Thank you, Toastmasters Darshan. Let's have a huge round of applause again for that wonderful introduction. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Toastmasters and guests are ready for the next speech.
Yes.
So it's time to call upon stage the second speaker of today's meeting. He described himself very differently, very interesting person of our club. He described himself as a wave in a sea is not to drown you. You just need to learn to ride on it with a surfboard. I am one strong believer of finding an opportunity in every challenge and come on top of it as a winner. So, and when I ask which movie title that reflects his life story, and the answer is Spirit, The Spirit. How many of you heard the name of this movie? No one? How many of you remember that song? Here I am, this is me, I come into this world so I get free. No one? So let's listen from him then. So it's time to call upon stage none other than Toastmaster Abhik. Let's have a huge round of applause. Okay. Toastmaster Abhik, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Toastmasters and guests. Toastmaster Abhik is money all. Is money all? Toastmaster Abhik, over to you.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So let me start by asking you all a question. Does money make you alone rich?
No.
No, that's right. But don't worry, guys, I'm not Sadhguru and I'm not going to take you to an inner engineering session today. So the next most important thing is actually rich looks. Because even if you hold the steering wheel of a Mercedes, people may mistake you for a rich man's driver and not the rich man himself. So some imaginary person is rich, but you are not rich. But is there any harm in having a Mercedes Benz? No. So I walk into the showroom and I'm welcomed with polite words of humiliation and disgusted looks. Sir, the Hyundai showroom is on the opposite side of the road. So now I have a Hyundai car. But there is some chance to show off always, and I took one. So I hired a driver to take me to a hospital because I injured my right foot deliberately. So at the gate of the hospital, the valet was there. He stood for a second, looked through the windscreen, and then he came straight to the driver's side and he asked, "Sir, would you like to have a valet service or would your driver park the car?" I was on the co-driver seat and still he thought, but there is always a chance to dodge this situation. You can go back to the rear seat. No one will at least mistake you for a driver. Okay. So we have this cab provider. We take his service to airport for pick and drop. So once we had this early morning flight and the cab arrived at about 4 in the morning. So we came down with our luggages at the main gate and the driver stepped out of the car to help us with loading our suitcases. "Good morning, sir." It blurted out of my mouth. I mean, good morning was enough. But that sir was added involuntarily. Because that guy didn't look like a bhaiya or a anna. He looked like some senior manager or a director from a corporate. Now that is called rich looks. I even thought of asking him, "Do you want me to drive? Shall I drive the car?" But after you reach the airport, airport is a great place of leveler. It levels all. Thanks to the lower ticket prices, now everybody can fly. But that is also applicable, the offer is applicable only until there is a priority call and you are called for boarding and you queue up. And then the ground staff tells, sir, the call for the economy class will be done later. Can you step down, please? I mean, they are surer than you that you can't afford a business class ticket. These days, I tell you. So whether you are flying in the sky or crawling on the ground, your looks do not betray you anytime. So one day I was like walking in the alleys of Z&M looking for some expensive outfits, and excuse me, I turned back. There's a classy and a beautiful looking lady called me. Can you please tell me where is the new collection of the season on this floor? I was immediately looking for my wife, and I tell you, she is never at the right moment with me. I immediately adjusted my posture, cleared my throat to tell her that I'm not a salesperson. But she didn't even wait. She started looking for another salesperson. And immediately after a while, my wife arrived there. Fresh from this insult, I suddenly felt hungry. I told her, please take me to a restaurant, otherwise I'm going to faint. But actually the thing was, I didn't want to face that lady once again, not in front of my wife. So we walk into this restaurant and we wait for the waiter. Now he was attending some other customers on the table beside us. He was giving them a long list of waters to choose from. Spring, mineral, carbonated, tonic, etc. etc. After a while he came to our table, and even without asking, he just placed a table water bottle and then he was ready with his offer. Tell me, what do you want to order? What is the problem with us? Well, now you tell me, how do you guys judge a person and know that somebody is rich or not just by seeing them? Just by seeing, how do you know that this person is rich? Dress or some accessories, right? But see, that applies only on women or kids, not on men. They just need to wear expensive branded clothes and they immediately look rich. Because they are either beautiful or cute. Gulu, gulu, gulu. Okay. For men it is very difficult. Just by changing the dress within a snap of finger, they don't start looking rich. There is another thing. The body language. The walk tells it all. Some poor guy will walk very underconfident, and a rich, newly acquired money, he will walk very overconfident. But the balance is maintaining somewhere between. But don't ask me that, because I also don't know that. Now, there is a balance to also maintain between your thoughts. Whether you want to get insane over this or you want to just be indifferent. So I choose to be completely insane. So never you guys ever think I'm not rich. Thank you.
So how many of you believe really the dress up or the dressing reflects the money you have? No one? Then how about me today? Indeed, it was a very splendid, wonderful, I don't say it is speech, but I could witness a drama act and the scenes witnessed all of us by wonderful speech of Toastmaster Abhi. Let's have a round of applause for him. Now, again, also this speech remind me one more dialogue. Are you ready, guys?
Yes.
आज मेरे पास पैसा है, दौलत है, गाड़ी है, बैंक बैलेंस है, बंगला है, क्या है तुम्हारे पास? मेरे पास टोस्ट मास्टर अभी है, मेरे पास ये ऑडियंस है, और मेरे पास ये वाइटफील्ड टोस्ट मास्टर क्लब का स्टेज है. So I have Toastmaster Abhik, I have this wonderful audience, and I have the stage of Toastmaster, Whitefield Toastmaster stage. Are you guys ready for the next speech? So before calling the next speech, I would like to call upon stage the next evaluator for speech number 3, a person who is an inspiration for many, a role model for many, for me also, a veteran at HSPG. And when I asked which movie reflect her life story, and the answer is Kal se pakka bhai, or definitely tomorrow. Put a hand together and please help me welcoming none other than Toastmaster Praveena with a round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. My target speaker today is Sanjana. She is presenting her L2 P2 speech under the Pathways Presentation Mastery. The purpose of her speech is to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how there are non-verbal communications, how to use non-verbal communication while delivering a speech. So I'll present my evaluation at the end. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Praveena. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Toastmasters and guests, Devi or Sajjano, it's time for a speaker number 3. So we have seen today many techies given their speech until, but how about the HR professionals? And how do you think actually they deserve more respect for the talent development, employee growth, and enriching culture across the industry? What we have witnessed in the city of Bangalore, isn't it? Yes or no? Yes. So it's time to call upon that person today. She deserves all of that. When asked the question, which movie title reflects her life story, and the answer is Khushi, the happiness. So definitely all of you will withstand it within a moment. So please help me welcome with a huge round of applause none other than Toastmaster Sanjana. Toastmaster Sanjana the Khushi. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Toastmasters and guests, the great Toastmaster Sanjana, the great Bangalore talent crisis, Toastmaster Sanjana, the great Bangalore talent crisis.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
How are we all doing today?
Great.
Okay. What happened when supply is less and demand is more and everybody wants the same thing? Can someone tell?
The price increase.
Correct. Price increase, competition increase, negotiations power shifts. So couple of months ago, Bangalore experienced what many families considered a talent crisis. Due to election season, many migrant workers, they left to their hometown. Then Bangalore experienced shortage of maid, cook, drivers. I discovered this labor market is more dramatic than any lesson we taught in business. Isn't it? So earlier in our WhatsApp group, we used to get the festival updates, greeting. After this crisis, our WhatsApp group turned into LinkedIn for maid. Need maid, need cook, need driver. Being an HR professional, I interviewed many candidates, discussed salary package. One day, live said, let's see how she will be performing on other side of the table. One day my neighbor came to me. Sanjana, do you know any maid? No. Do you know any cook? No. What happened? I really need some support in my life. I don't know how to take care of my kid. I am also suffering the same thing. At least, can you book some therapist for me? Yes, surely I can do. One glorious day, somebody has shared the maid number. I didn't just save that number. I took a screenshot, emailed to my husband. I literally laminated that number. I immediately called her. Hello Shanta, I got your number. कोई काम ढूंढ रहा है क्या? हाँ मैडम ढूंढ रहा है. क्या अभी आ सकता है? Can you come? Yes. So before coming her, I cleaned my house. I prepared everything. She came. Ding dong. Madam, आपने कॉल किया था. Madam, you called me. Yes, please come. Please sit. We sat. We started the conversation. My friends, within 5 minutes, I realized I am not a recruiter here. I am an applicant for her. She continued her list. No more utensils. No guest. Festival bonus. Then the final question come up. Okay, Shanta, tell me one thing. When can you join? मैडम उसके लिए तो आपको टाइम देना पड़ेगा. For that you have to give me a time. Allow me some time. I will come back to you. My friends, I realize how applicant feel the wait. I waited for her for 3 days. And I'm receiving a message from her stating, मैडम मैं ज्वाइन नहीं कर सकता. I cannot join here. My friends, I was not rejected that moment. I was professionally outbid that moment. I never imagined this important lesson of talent management will come up in my house only. The market operates on a very simple principle. When supply is less, supplier has a choice. When supply is more, then buyer has a choice. So that's how the market operates. I discovered whether you are hiring for a data engineer or maid or cook, everybody wants the same thing: respect, recognition, fair compensation. Isn't it?
Yes.
Correct. Everybody wants respect. It doesn't matter whether you're working in corporate or you are a maid or cook. People have a choice. People will join where they feel valued. Isn't it? So in our day-to-day life, I would say they are the backbone of our life. Isn't it? We realize their absence more than their presence. So I request everyone, if you go back to your home, at least once in a while, acknowledge them or appreciate them, how much they are valuable to us. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Toastmaster.
What a wonderful speech that was. Let's have a huge round of applause again for Toastmaster Sanjana. What a wonderful way of explaining the demand and supply game, right? So how many of you agree with Toastmaster Sanjana's speech? Everyone, right? Great. So now, let's have a huge round of applause again for all the heroes we have seen, we have witnessed, those dialogue. those scenes and those acting. Let's have a huge round of applause for all these heroes we have seen. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and guests, are you ready for the next session? Yes. So what is that next session? Everyone knows, right? But when I listen that name, something is coming to my mind. What happens in that table topic session? It's impromptu, right? We don't know what is coming next. So this reflect me one dialogue. Would you like to listen?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
15 मिनट तक मैं अपने सांस को रोक सकता हूँ, मौत को छू के टक से वापस आ सकता हूँ. Yes. So this is a time to hold your breath. This is a time to take your slightly deep breathing. That will help you to take the stage and talk impromptu, to learn this practice of giving the speech on the spot and make the audience more engaging and reflecting. So it's time, without further ado, it's time to call upon stage the table topic master of today's meeting. Okay. So he's a very special person. He's working in an MNC called Oracle, and the movie title that reflects his life story is, it's Reflect With Me. You have heard, right? That Mangala CM Srini Party ante police, politicians, Pushparaj So let's put your hand together and call upon stage, without further ado, Toastmaster Smith. With a huge round of applause.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and dear guests. Good afternoon. Our prepared speakers have delivered their blockbuster speeches in the first half. So please give a big round of applause for all the speakers. But as the famous dialogue from the movie Om Shanti Om says, picture abhi baki hai mere dost. So the picture isn't over yet. In the second half, we are going to witness lot of twists, turns and surprises. But for the second half, we are yet to discover future superstars. So this is the moment. The search begins here in our table topics audition room. But with one small twist. There won't be any scripts, no rehearsals and no retakes. You will be given just one prompt and one chance to impress our crew. So for our guests, it's called the table topics. So it's an impromptu speaking session where every speaker gets one topic on the spot and have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. As our editor Anshul said today, to keep the shoot on time, at the end of 1 minute, green card will be shown. At the end of 1 minute 30 seconds, yellow card will be shown, and red card at 2 minutes. So when you see the red card, just imagine that director shouting cut. So you will get 30 seconds to deliver your final line and complete the speech. So Toastmasters, guests and our future superstars, are you ready?
Yes.
Oh, this isn't the sound that we make in theaters when we see our favorite star. I want that sound. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Who would like to be your first superstar? Any volunteers? I can see some hands raised. So let's go with one. First, let's go with one member so that our guests will understand the process. Can I invite Toastmaster Abhishek? Please give a big round of applause. Your topic is, every movie has an interval where the story changes the direction. So what is that one interval moment in your life? Would you like to share that?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's an interesting topic. Definitely, like movies, all of our lives has that moment where the story changes after the interval. And life is like several movies. It's not just one movie, and there are several intervals in that movie. and life changes in all of that interval. Starting from childhood, going to school, there's another interval. Then going to college is an interval. Joining a job is an interval, and then getting married is an interval. And every interval, in those intervals, our life changes. So one of those interval, I would say, is getting married to my wife. And she is a lovely person for sure, and very, enjoying life to the fullest. And I'm totally, in the other extreme, being serious about life. And she has brought that happiness. And okay, so my life before that interval was full of seriousness, dedication, trying to achieve big things in life, and with small steps. But when she came into my life after that interval, like the Shah Rukh Khan movies, when someone comes into your life, so that moment my life changed, when I started living and enjoying my life and looking at life from a different perspective. So as movies, there are intervals in our life, and the perspective changes, and hence that was one moment when the story of my life changed. Thank you.
Thank you. I could definitely relate to that because my life also changed after my marriage. So please give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Abhishek. Since this session is for guests, I would like to request any guest who would like to take this opportunity. Anyone? Mani, yeah. By the way, he's my friend. I'm meeting here just as a coincidence.
Hope the question paper is not out.
No. If life gave you one more take, which moment would you like to retake and why?
Okay, so definitely I hope it's an option that God will give me to take back the whatever decision I have taken. So actually I got an opportunity of, if life gives another option, what it will be, right? I need 10 seconds to just process. So right after my BTech, I prepared very seriously for GATE exam actually. So I prepared well, but I couldn't attend the session. I couldn't attend the center on the time actually. So even though I prepared well, I couldn't give my complete whatever I have prepared in the exam actually. So I couldn't crack a good rank in it. So basically I thought for a while, had it been I went to the earlier, I would have saved 1 year kind of thing. But if I look back now currently, what I felt was at that time I got some kind of NIT Warangal, some other branch. So right after that I took 1 more year, and right after that I gave my exam very well. So then I got better college than NIT Warangal. So if I look back on all those things, I sometimes feel we need to take something seriously in terms of whatever you give. Of course everybody wants to give their best, but at that time I felt I should be little serious and more organized. So but at the end I wanted to see the things positively only, but given a choice I wanted to take that moment, and maybe I would have saved 1 year and I would have get into in another kind of lifestyle. So thank you all.
It also reminded me of my friend's story who missed his GATE exam again, but that time it was because of traffic jam in Hyderabad. So sometimes we need to start early, so these mistakes make us learn. Now any other guest who would like to make cameo on today's stage? Anyone who would like to come? Any volunteers? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Come. What's your name?
Diksha Sharma.
Diksha. Okay. Diksha, your topic is? No. Okay. As our guest, Diksha, right? Diksha said, most of the time we tend to thank our support, those who supported us, but sometimes we also need to thank those who challenged us, because of those challenges we take more pain in our life and overcome many difficulties. Thank you, Diksha. I have one last topic. Who would like to come? Yeah, Toastmaster Vishnu. Yeah. Your topic is, you are directing your life story as a movie. Who would you like to compose the background music and what kind of music it would be?
Good afternoon again. My topic is, if my life story is being directed by someone, who would be the music director? This is one question which I would never have any doubt. My favorite music director and the music director I would want in any movie I make, on me or anyone, is A.R. Rahman. A.R. Rahman is my favorite music director. All his songs, even the songs he makes nowadays, I love them. There are people who say that his magic has gone and all those things. I completely disagree with them. Whenever his new songs release, I am always there to listen, and some of them don't make views anymore, but I still like them, and I think there is some magic in his songs, some uniqueness. Even now, after working about 30 years in the industry, he is able to bring something different. It might not be the most popular in many ways, but it's always different. It's everything new. It shows, it inspires us that for me, I am 23 years old, still I tend to do the same things every day. He, after being a legend in the industry for those many years, he's still trying to bring something new. So that is what I get inspired from. And that is why I love him, and I would love to have him as the music director of the movie of my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. So I'm also a big fan of A.R. Rahman. So if a movie is made out of my life, I would again choose A.R. Rahman, so I could relate very well with your speech. Thank you. Yeah. So that brings us to the end of this table topic session. I would like to thank all the speakers, because you proved everyone in this room that without script, without rehearsals, just with some confidence, we can create some unforgettable speeches. Thank you. I would now like to hand over the session to Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Nitish.
Today we have witnessed many cameos, right? And many heroes who become a superstar by giving their wonderful speeches. So we have done with the prepared speech, we have done with the impromptu speech. So let's have a huge round of applause for all the speakers. And it reminds me one dedicated dialogue for all of them. Are you ready, guys? Boys and girls, Toastmasters and guests. रेडी? कहते हैं अगर किसी चीज़ को अगर सच्चे दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात तुम्हें उससे मिलाने की साजिश में लग जाती है। लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, आपने मुझे मेरी चाहत से मिला दिया। टुडे आई फील आई एम द किंग ऑफ द वर्ल्ड। इट्स नॉट मी, दो स्पीकर्स। ओके, सो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू थिंक द मूवी, द शो इज ओवर नाउ? So I would say picture abhi baki hai mere dost. So what happened once the picture or movie completes? Post credits, critics. So we have a wonderful director of today's today's blockbuster show. Are you ready, guys? Yes. To listen those critics. Not critic, I will say, to listen those improvements to make the hero the superstar. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Toastmasters and guests, put a hand together with a huge round of applause. We'd like to listen from the director of today's blockbuster show, none other than Toastmaster Krishna Maithili.
Good afternoon, cast, crew, and audience of today's movie. I hope you all had a great time watching the spectacular blockbuster that just, sort of unfolded in front of your eyes. I was at the edge of my seat at multiple scenes, like really waiting for understanding what happens next, or actually bursting out in laughter, or feeling inspired by a dialogue here. And even Oscar award winners sometimes need a polish, feedback, and critique. And that is what the session is going to be about. The last section of Toastmasters meeting, which is the general evaluation report. To start off, we will first start with the evaluation or critique of the blockbuster movies that we have seen today. We have 3 blockbusters, and we also have critics who are prepared to share the report with us. So welcoming the first critic, Toastmaster Vishnu, to evaluate our superstar Madhu on his movie, which was very uplifting and motivational, The Eighth Wonder. Over to you.
Good afternoon again. TM Madhu had to go home due to some personal requirements, but he still wanted the evaluation so that he can watch through recording. So regarding his speech, the start of the speech with the question. First of all, starting any speech with a question engages the audience because you have to answer. So they are forced in a way to engage. And the question itself is a very trademark question which makes you think and understand the importance of compounding. From books, the most famous book like Atomic Habits to different gurus all say about the importance of compounding. That question as a start put a real foundation for the speech. So that was a great thing to do. And then came the 2 important stories in his life. The story of how he improved in badminton and how he started reading more books, how he covered 3 books in 6 months. Those 2 stories also engaged everyone and gave us a way to engage and understand how applying compounding helped him in his life. Being a fan of badminton myself, that story was very interesting to me. So those 2 stories, and of course the ending with the question was great. The one suggestion that I would like to give is on the movement on the stage could have been a little bit more front and back also, apart from this being left and right. This was also evaluation I got. So I felt like that was something that he could have done better. Apart from that, the structure of the speech, the confidence, everything I loved. And I also learned a lot from his speech. And the most important thing was he was calm, cool, and always had a smile. And that confidence is very important when the topic is a little, topic has a demand to motivate people. So this topic had a demand to motivate people. And once you are not confident, you can never motivate people. So that also helped. So I'd like to congratulate my speaker on achieving his objectives and wish him best of luck for growing more. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster and critic Vishnu. Let's move on to the next critic report for our comedy king, Toastmaster Abhik, by our critic, Toastmaster Sudarshan. For the title is Money All.
Thank you. Can I know how much time he has taken for the speed? 7.38. So still is within the limit. 30 seconds. Okay. Out of 30 seconds. Okay. So how was the speech of Abhi? Did you all enjoy it?
Full of drama.
Okay. Even though today's that his speech was appeared to be humorous, but I thought it's very thoughtful and a well prepared speech. He is instantly able to get connect with the audience with a very good question kind of thing, where everybody is able to connect with his topic. That was the first thing. And today I will be going to evaluate him on the basis of the sandwich method, where I will be talking about 3 strengths and 2 areas of improvement. On the strength side, the first thing I can correlate is his comfort with the audience. You appear to be very confident and also comfortable throughout your speech, where you are shown very relaxed appearances, a very positive connect with the audience by giving the different stories kind of thing, and that made your speech very engaging one. And second thing is a very good balance between the preparation and the spontaneity, because even though his speech reflects a very strong preparation, but while sounding it looks like very natural and conversational one speech. That is, and he is also able to get an authenticity from the audience because of this spontaneity. And third thing is the eye contact. He is able to do the eye contact with the entire audience. That helps him to engage and have a very strong connection with all the audience. And the areas of improvement which I think about it, one is like how he has been told about the stage movement, where I saw that he has been moving towards the one section of the stage, but if the stage can be used effectively with left, right, front and back, so that you have the different stories of Mercedes car can get into one side, whereas the stories of the shopping mall can go on the other side, so that the audience can connect and understand it very well. That is the one part. Second part is on the vocal variety. Since this project mainly focuses on the vocal variety, this is the area which continuously grow. I know that you use the voice modulation, like for example wait for the waiter, so that is something you used it, but I always felt that there are some places where you can slow down, where you can strategically use the silence so that your messages can be delivered more powerfully. So that is one area, and also the impact can be seen of your messages. But overall, just to conclude, I am very impressed with your speech, and you have successfully met with the objectives of the project. I can proudly say that this speech is not being merely heard, but being truly remembered. It's a pleasure to say that I am privileged to recommend you to move forward to the next stage. Abhi, keep up the excellent work. I look forward to hear you more inspiring speeches in the coming weeks. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudarshan. That was a very detailed evaluation report. Without further ado, let me move on to the third movie that we watched today. Women-led family drama, a maid drama, by our lady superstar, Toastmaster Praveena, and Toastmaster Sanjana, whose evaluator is Toastmaster Praveena.
Good afternoon again, everyone. We have been told, we are playing the toughest role in the movie industry. It's not just of the hero or the villain or the cameo, but as the critic, people think we're just sitting there with popcorn and enjoying the movie, but that's not how it works. So for the speech of Sanjana today, who presented her L2P2, with the title, The Great Bangalore Talent Crisis. I have 2 blockbuster moments and 1 recommendation. The first one was the first scene where she just walked in here. She just owned the stage. I mean, I was so fascinated with how she started her speech that I forgot I am her evaluator and didn't note what she said or what she started off with. All I remember was just clapping for her. So I'm sure that it was very good. The second part was actually on effective usage of body language. So I was watching her speech sometimes like a silent movie. What if the sounds were off? Would the story still reach me? And of course it did reach. Every bit of it reached me. And when she spoke about the title on the talent, I was thinking the talent crisis, maybe AI taking up jobs in IT sector, in banking sector, but she came up and spoke about maids, drivers and the cooks. So that was like completely heartwarming. And the body language where she speaks to her neighbor on one side, she goes the other side, the tone, the way she changed from person to person, that was amazing. So from the body language perspective, you kind of killed it. My only recommendation was the way it started, the way it went through. I was expecting a blockbuster closing as well. I felt that was something that missed a bit, but then there's always a sequel to look forward to. So that is what I will ask you to work on, the closing part. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed her speech. So thank you, Sanjana, for a great speech.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Praveena. That was a very good report. Quick report from my end for the prepared speeches. Every speaker that you've seen today are the writer, director, screenplay, actor, actress, hero, shiro, whatever you want to call, everything themselves. They've written the story for 5 to 7 minutes and enacted it right in front of us. It's not an easy task. So kudos to all the speakers, actors, performers who actually played their respective roles today on stage. On the 8th wonder, Madhu, if you're listening to us here, I think it was a very uplifting speech for me personally. It's a very small message around how simple, consistent actions can actually have a tremendous impact. And I love the fact that you connected it to some of your stories that we were all able to relate to. So thank you so much for doing that speech. Next up is our comedy king, Toastmaster Abik, Is Money All? I really loved the diction, the words that you chose to actually use throughout your speech. The polite words of humiliation. I know Grammarian is going to probably have that in her report as well, but for me it was like my personal favorite, which I experienced as well multiple times. So thanks for those reminders and for actually keeping us engaged and happy throughout the speech. So thank you so much for that. And to our lady superstar, Toastmaster Sanjana, the great Bangalore talent crisis. If there's one thing that I'll go back with from your speech, it's that it's very important in talent management to have respect, recognition, and fair compensation. I saw the entire audience actually say, yes. So it's something that is very powerful that you convey to us in a very, very humorous way. So thank you for doing what you've done. With that, I would like to call my behind the scenes, super talented, incredible crew that has taken a detailed notes of everything that happened throughout this meeting. And then I'll be back with my overall report of the meeting. So let me welcome our editor, Toastmaster Anshul.
Hey, good afternoon everyone again.
Good afternoon.
So first of all, I think all the speakers qualified by the way of timing, tech talks. So now let me tell each and every one wise details. So Toastmaster Madhu took around 6.05 minutes and Abhik took 7.38 minutes and Sanjana took around 6.10 minutes. And for all the table topic speakers, including Abhishek, Mani, Diksha and Vishnu, all took time in between 1.3 to 2 minutes. So also all the table topic speakers are qualified. For the evaluators, Vishnu, Sudarshan, Parveena, all they took the time in between 2 to 3 minutes. So also they all are qualified. So I just want to say the conclusion to everyone. Conclusion to everyone for managing your time effectively. Remember, every minutes count because timing isn't about speaking less. It's about making every second, every word importantly. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshul. Next up, we have the Rocky Bai, Toastmaster Sudarshan. Let's see what he has in mind from today's meeting.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Again. So, by listening to the prepared speeches, like I was so involved that it was for me it was very hard to find out the filler words because I was so involved, and especially Abhik's speech. Like I thought I'm in a Toastmaster session or in some comedy show. Okay, so basically I counted the filler words that we have used and I made it into 3 categories. The one is mastery, where you have used only 2 to 3 filler words, and advanced 5 to 6 filler words, and then foundation it's more than 6. So based on the category I will call out the names. So in the mastery category all our 3 prepared speakers will come up, like Madhu, Abhik and Anjana. And in the advanced group, mostly it is the table topic category. So I have the names Abhishek and Vishnu. And then in the foundation where we have used more than 6 filler words, that is Mani and Disha. And before leaving, like the tip of the day is silence is always powerful than a filler word. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sudarshan. And now we have the dialogue master, the award-winning Javed Akhtar. Please put your hands together for the grammarian, Toastmaster Niveta.
Right, so like I promised, I ran out of paper, so I took additional sheets in between, folks. So, detailed evaluation to be presented to the speaker. But my job was a very exciting one today. Some dialogues really landed brilliantly, and I have the privilege of actually calling them out. Starting with our first speaker, prepared speech of Toastmaster Madhu. I think one thing that really stood out, there was one dialogue that encapsulated his entire title. For me, it was, one workout doesn't change your body. Throughout his speech, he had multiple ways of communicating the same message, and his usage of language was very effective. Overall, what really resonated for me as a grammarian today was his speech was very simple, very relatable, and that really helped him in reaching the audience today. His room for improvement, the suggestions would be to stick to using simple tenses, not complicate, keep switching tenses. There were a few instances where he started with a gerund, which is doing, doing, etc. And then suddenly switches to present perfect. It would have been better if he had just stuck to simple present, simple past, etc. Then a little bit of attention on his verb usage. There were a lot of moments where he had to use plural, but it remained as singular, and a little bit of attention on prepositions, and, the, in, with, etc. would have really elevated his language some more. Coming to the star of the show, Abhik, who has a bigger list of successes today, Abhik, so I'm going to spend a lot of time on it. I thoroughly enjoyed it, just like my general evaluator today. What I really loved about your general demeanor on stage, Abhik, is it's not just about your expressions. You effectively use language to communicate humor by bringing contrast between the words that you used. To begin with, polite looks of humiliation, right? Then you went on to say humiliation and disgust. The second was usage of some really beautiful words like dodge. Special kudos to your pronunciation on a few words which are often mispronounced. For example, valet. It's not valet. He beautifully used the
French connotation, calling it valet. Similarly, restaurant, which comes from Italian, it's not restaurant, it's not hotel. There were no full pronunciations, he stuck to restaurant. And then few more such as fresh from the insult, which really adds to the dramatic effect of the moment as well as the humor in his speech. And finally, he brought it all home to say, the walk tells it all. That was like a mic drop moment for me. The walk tells it all. Moving on to speaker 3, Sanjana. Again, you were very effective on stage in using your body to communicate. That was beautiful. At the same time, a little bit of focus again on prepositions and placement of an adjective or an adverb. Basically, it needs to come before the noun or before the verb, not after. So, for instance, there was one moment when you said, make you alone rich. I think it needs to be placed a little differently, just a little bit of a nuance. That said, in an otherwise simple speech, there were two things that really stood out for me. One, the usage of the phrase professionally outbid. I would never think about it in the scenario of a maid, right? She used the phrase to say, I was professionally outbid, not that somebody else gave her more money. And the last one, the thematic message of her speech was, they are the backbone of our life. And I know even when she hosted as a TMOD, it was all about them, right? So you're the true star of the simpleton, the simple man, and I continue to look forward to your speeches on that theme, Sanjana. Finally, from our table topic masters impromptu speeches, Toastmaster Abhishek, I sort of am a fan whenever you come on stage to impromptu Abhi. When you are prepared, you tend to freeze up a little, but when you're free, it just flows. There was one sentence that really made it all, probably something your wife needs to listen, you want to show her, which said, the story of my life changed. Again, mic drop, enough said, right? I have more detailed reports for speakers in case they want to reach out, but thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Back to you.
Thank you so much for that really comprehensive, exhaustive report for each of the individual speakers. One thing I would love for all of you to do is to actually connect with the tag team post this meeting to understand what else they've captured about your particular performance on stage. And that would really help you deliver much bigger blockbusters in future. And with that, do we want to, I don't know how the voting would happen. We could probably share the sheets while I can probably talk about overall meeting. Oh, it's during that. Okay, cool. So very quickly, giving my report of the entire meeting. We started bang on time. I really do not enjoy movies where the first 15-20 minutes I'm sitting in the theater and I'm watching these ads. They are really boring. We haven't done that today. We started bang on time. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amrita, for actually opening the entire show for us today. What I love about your speech or your presence on stage is the confidence. You're always very confident. You look through the entire, the audience from left to right, up and down, everywhere. You cover it all. And what especially impresses me is the way you memorized your script. You haven't used anything in your hand. You just memorized the purpose of Toastmasters and had us follow you through it. So thank you so much for opening it up for us today. And you handed over to Toastmaster Pooja. Pooja, thank you so much for detailing the golden rules for Toastmasters. I think as much as we know about it, it's very important that we practice it every meeting. So thank you. Toastmaster Karthik for me is our president, is somebody that we call during award functions, the superstar who's going to actually fill up the entire meeting and pump that energy. He was that very, very warm, welcoming to the guests, encourage them to be a part of Toastmasters, sort of trying to connect the Toastmaster vision to their purpose of visit today. So that particularly was very helpful. Okay, can I have Toastmaster Nitish, please? The rock star. These days, I don't know if you've observed, there is this entire trend on peak detailing, right, in movies. Can you actually see? Yes. Thank you. From his costumes, the Toastmaster emblem on his arm bracelet, yeah, the number, Whitefield Toastmasters on it, the glasses, everything, and okay, the BD that you sort of try to like the matchstick, yeah. So everything, he didn't have to show it off or say like look at this or anything. He made sure he actually puts effort behind the scenes, almost like method acting at certain places where he tried to mimic the actor he was trying to, sort of tell the dialogue of. What also was impressive is, I'm from the south, I don't understand a lot of Hindi references. He always made sure that every Hindi dialogue was followed by English translation, automatically. So you were a singer, you delivered your dialogues very well across genres. Your peak detailing, of course, deserves a special mention. Please give it up for Toastmaster Nitish Evans. Loved your performance. You carried the entire show with great diligence and fantastic stage presence. Thank you so much. Moving on to the interval part of it, Toastmasters Snehits. Toastmasters Snehit for me was that host of award ceremony that you would host. Very warm, welcoming. People were so comfortable coming up on stage, which tied to the movie theme in itself. It was almost like giving every speaker a question as an acceptance award. So it almost felt that way. And you actually gave a little bit of push after every speaker completed this speech. So great job, Toastmasters Snehit. Really loved your topics, which had interval, like acceptance speech for Oscar and things like that. Beautifully placed and very well executed. Thank you. Apart from that, okay, yes, Toastmasters Snehit. And last, but really important mention to all the audience here. And the reason I say this is because you've stayed throughout the meeting. You started hooting like real fans, right? And clapped for every performance that you've seen here. It really fills every speaker, performer who comes here during every meeting to actually get that sort of high after every, performance of ours. So one huge round of applause to all the audience. We also have a little guest with us today. Hi. I saw him clap for every stint of this meeting. A huge round of applause to our youngest guest. With that, back to Toastmaster Nitish.
So thank you so much, Toastmaster Krishna Maithili. Let's have a huge round of applause for that motivational, inspirational, and sensational feedback for all of us. So now, as we are closing to the theme, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Toastmasters and guests. So how do we started the theme, or how do we started the meeting? Anyone remember the quote? The quote: "Entire world is a stage. All the men and women are merely players." So how many of you think we really witnessed this? We really witnessed and we really support this quote by the wonderful speeches, by wonderful evaluation, and by wonderful cameo of the audience. So let's have a big round of applause. So after listening to that feedback from our general event of today's meeting, I have a final quote. I have a final dialogue. Are you ready, guys?
Yes.
आज के बाद मैं इस चौखट पे कभी भी नहीं आऊँगा ना। हाँ, लेकिन जब जब मुझे टोस्ट मास्टर की याद आएगी तब तक मैं यहाँ पे आऊँगा। जब जब मुझे कैमियो की याद आएगी मैं आऊँगा। और कहाँ जाऊँगा? यही सज़ा मुकद्दर दी है मैंने अपने आप को। From today, I will never visit the stage of Toastmasters. But yes, I will visit every time the stage of the Toastmaster whenever I feel, whenever I remind the Toastmaster members, the guests and the cameos. That is the sentence I received, because this is not the end of the show. This stage is not for the goodbye, but again, it is always a comeback. So with that, I hand over the stage to today's presiding officer, Toastmaster Karthik.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nitish. So really today we had the lights, camera and blockbuster meeting. So kudos to Toastmaster Nitish. So I will request Toastmaster Abhishek to just pass on the ballot paper so as we are done with the... Okay, we are taking some time. Sure. He is disqualified. 8 seconds. No, if he had completed within 7 minutes 30 seconds, he would have. 8 seconds is not a good. So let me just, everybody has a ballot paper? Okay. Hello? भैया ये बाहर एक विष्णु करके ब्लैक टी शर्ट में खड़ा है. हेलो. हाँ भैया ये क्लब हाउस के बाहर खड़े हैं ना? मतलब गेट के बाहर है, क्लब हाउस के बाहर है. हाँ ये विष्णु करके तो ब्लैक टी शर्ट में. हाँ हाँ तो वो ये गेट के बाहर है, विष्णु करके ब्लैक टी शर्ट में खड़े हैं, उनको दे दीजिए. विष्णु करके खड़े हैं. हाँ हाँ मतलब जी क्लब हाउस की गेट पे. हेलो. हाँ हाँ भैया क्लब हाउस के लिए छोड़ दीजिए इनको. टोस्टमास्टर का मीटिंग है. क्लब हाउस Yeah, so the prepared speeches, we have one disqualification. So Toastmaster Abhi, he exceeded by 8 seconds, so he doesn't qualify for voting. So for prepared speeches, we have Madhu and Sanjana. So you can vote either between Madhu and Sanjana.
Can you ask them to raise your hand or sign?
Madhu has left for the day. Toastmaster Sanjana, the last speaker. So for the best speech evaluator, we have Toastmaster Vishnu, Toastmaster Sudarshan, and Toastmaster Praveena.
Please raise your hand or sign.
Toastmaster Praveena, Toastmaster Sudarshan, and Toastmaster Vishnu, he just stepped out. For tables topic speaker, we have Toastmaster Abhishek. The last is Toastmaster Abhishek. Guest Money is Guest Money. Guest Diksha and Toastmaster Vishnu. Best auxiliary player, you can vote between Toastmaster Anshul, who played the role of timer, Toastmaster Sudarshan, who played the accountant, and Toastmaster Niveda, who played the role of grammarian. And last but not the least, we had the role player. So, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Nitish, General Evaluator, Maithili Krishna, and Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Snehi. So we might extend the meeting by 10 minutes. So I hope everybody, guest and Toastmaster, are okay to extend the meeting. Can you show as thank you? Hello? ये भैया लेफ्ट साइड पे है, बाहर ही एक टोस्टमास्टर विष्णु करके खड़ा है. हाँ लेफ्ट, सॉरी राइट पे है, राइट पे. हाँ राइट साइड पे घुसते राइट साइड पे. हाँ विष्णु करके खड़े हैं. हाँ sorry for that. So I just want a few guests, if they want to share their experience regarding the meeting. Anybody who wants to share the experience, please.
So good afternoon everyone. I'm happy to be here in the Toastmaster club. I should say it as Toastmaster family. The way you motivate others, the way you give the positive comments, really it has impressed me a lot. Actually I have come up with my 2 kids. So as a parent we want to give the children the best, right? So myself and my husband, we were just exploring. We wanted our kids to be good communicators, and they want to excel in their life, and they want to get the best of everything. So we were like exploring, and unfortunately my husband could not come today because of his previous appointment. So we 3 had turned out today. It was totally impressive. I got impressed a lot. Thank you so much, and thank you universe for giving me an opportunity to be here and to view these sessions.
Thank you, ma'am. So definitely we will like to be participate as guests. You can be you are welcome to join us anytime. Kids can't join the Toastmasters if they there, because we for the kids less than 18 years we have something called Golden Gavel Club. If we have the required numbers, probably we can think of doing that, but it is only for Toastmaster Club is mainly for the people more than 18 years. But you can be anyway, they can come and join and be part of the Toastmaster meeting, and they can take up table topics. There is no limitation to that. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, sure, ma'am. Can I have your name?
Yes, my name is Bharti Ravindra.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, hello, sir. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
And this is really very good, positive environment. I know this one because I was a Toastmaster level 3 speaker already. So I always love to be in the Toastmaster environment because of the communication and leadership qualities and the positive environment encouraging. There is no end for the developing our skills in communication or in leadership. And this I even here in Whitefield I come to know recently. I contacted, I think you only. I don't know, someone in the group I contacted. Last week only I tried to come, but today I got the opportunity to come here. And it's you people are very wonderful, very good team. TMOD was done very wonderful with the dialogues. Thank you very much. I would like to be part of this Toastmaster.
Sure, ma'am. We are very looking forward to join you as Toastmaster.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other guests who want to share their feedback?
Anyone?
Anyone else? want you. Do you want to go, please?
Is it like this?
Yeah.
Hi everybody.
Hello. Good evening.
You guys are young people. You might have the blood of youth flowing in you. Where's the Josh? Hi everybody.
Hi.
First of all, I have to say, I guess I'm the youngest person here. Oh, I'm sorry. He's there. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I'm the second most youngest person here. Yeah. And your outfit was so good. I mean, is that a rope? Yeah, that's a rope, right? Great. It was so good. I never expected this. Yeah, I guess that's all.
Great.
Thank you.
So we used to have one more young guest. His name is Anirudh. So whenever he comes, he takes a table copy and he walks away with the best table topic speaker. So definitely we want you to be a part of the guest family and you can take up the table topics. Thank you. Yeah. Sure. You want to speak on that?
You want to speak something?
No problem. So do we have the results? Yeah, collating. No issue. Any more guests who want to just speak? Please.
So,
Please.
thank you. I'm part of the guest group and I saw a message and I was like, okay, let me read it through. And then I was like, is this Toastmaster group or what? Because the theme is very different. So I thought I have to go for this. I came here and then the experience was totally different compared to the other Toastmasters meetings and all. So especially about the speaker and all, and also the tea mod, they were really nice. For one speaker, Toastmaster Abhik, it felt like I was sitting for a stand-up comedy and all. So thanks for that. And even for tea mod, it was really nice. It didn't feel like another Toastmaster meeting. It felt like I came for a movie and then I saw a different cast altogether. It was really nice. And apart from that, even everybody was everybody did really great, especially the grammarian and all. It was really detailed report. Really loved it. And it was like a well spent Sunday, I would say, and more productive. Last Sunday I thought of coming, but I was sleeping until 12. So this Sunday it was really nice. And there wasn't much traffic today, to be honest.
Glad.
Yeah, it took almost 30 minutes for me to come. I stay near HPR and then it took almost 30 minutes. So every time I come a bit late, but this time luckily I was on time. Thanks for that. I should thank the people of Bangalore who were sleeping and then there was no traffic. So it was easy for me to come. And should I take another minute?
Sure. You have all the time. We don't have any timer or a table topic. We are more than happy. No, please go ahead.
Sure. So it's great to see you guys over here, because there are a few people who were partying last night and they are sleeping. They are still sleeping, but you guys came here, like you have that energy or that josh in you that yes, I need to improve my communication skill and all. So I can relate to it a lot. And
Yeah, there is fire inside each one of you. And of course, I as an audience, like I was sitting over there, I was observing each and every speaker and also the evaluator, how they evaluated. It was like for the first speaker, it was really nice. And then one speaker talked about compounding effects and all. Yeah. I wouldn't say the first speaker, but I don't remember the order, to be honest. But he talked about compounding effect and all. And then I was sitting there, I was doing the math calculation. Okay, so if he asked 1 rupee today and then keeps doubling it, so it's around, if you guys have studied math and all, it's around 2 to the power of 30 and all. That's how it gets calculated. So I was like, yeah, it's a good one. I was the one who was about to raise hand for 1 CR because I don't know whether I'll be alive for next. I cannot wait for 30 days and then wait for that. I'm a bit impatient in that. Sorry about that, but I wanted that 1 CR. So I was about to raise my hand, but I was a bit scared because nobody raised the hand, and then I was like, I don't want to be the person who haven't raised the hand, and then like who is the only person who haven't raised the hand. So it was a bit difficult. So that's all.
So tell us, when are you joining the
Soon I'll be joining.
Sure. See, I won't rush. I will say you take your own call. Toastmaster family is all about personal growth and building self-confidence. Communication skill, leadership skill, they are all outcome of it. So whether you want to take up some stand-up comedy or do some stage act, that is all outcome of it. The main objective of Toastmaster is confidence and personal growth. That is what transformation we want to propose to our members and guests to a certain extent. So you can come, be part of the guest, observe, be the evaluator in the silent term. You give the feedback of the meeting. Definitely we will incorporate. And whenever you are ready, you just reach out to our VP membership, Toastmaster Abhijit. He will help you with the next step. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you. And trust me, to come to the stage, it takes a lot of effort. And being a guest, and he just kind of delivered his icebreaker speech, I would say. So, we have the results. Any guesses for the best speaker? Great! Toastmaster Sanjana! Hands down. Best role player, none other than Toastmaster Nitish. Best evaluator, any guesses? Hands down. People know their name. Best table topic speaker. Everywhere. I think like lead, the paper got lead. The result got lead. Thank you. And best auxiliary role player. Today's result is fixed. No surprise, no element.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Can we have a take quick? Oh, he's getting ready.
Oh. The maths.
Take the gobble. Someone take the photo. Gobble and matchstick. You've done so much work.